And welcome to another episode of GrandOwlGaming Discusses.
That's what you're going with?
Yeah, that's the title.
Hi, I'm MitchellMatthewsMedia. You might recognize me from the podcast, and because I'm awesome, and people watch me more than Zachary.
Okay.
Sorry, I just had to get that out there.
So it's been a long time coming, and now we are finally talking about the topic that we've all been waiting for to talk about.
Donald Trump.
No, Adventure Time Islands.
Oh, right. We tried this once.
Did we?
We talked about Adventure Time once in regular show.
Yeah.
That never made it to air. That was in college. Now I'm back. It's okay now.
It's all okay. So, recently, well, I don't want to say recently, I want to say a couple weeks ago, actually, Cartoon Network had presented the trailer for the new Islands miniseries for Adventure Time.
Was it the trailer or the opening sequence?
Opening sequence.
That's different.
No, not really.
Never mind. Move on.
So, with that being said, I guess I just want to talk about what we think about it. What we think that...
Well, first, let's get the obvious nitpick out of the way. The Adventure Time theme song, the standard theme song, it's whimsical, adorable. It fills the heart with laughter and smiles. This new one, whoever sang that, I mean, you're probably a nice guy. I mean, I'd probably take you out to lunch. My God, you were struggling. I mean, I'm sorry, but it's like you were straining your voice just to get it out. And it wasn't even a rhythm. Finn and Jake and Susan Strong.
Impossible.
He didn't even say BMO. He was just there. He was there. He was just watching him sing and missing his name, and he probably was dying inside.
No, he said impossibly BMO. It's Adventure Time.
All right, good. I didn't hear that part. I was like, and Susan Strong and BMO. Just shut up. You don't get to talk unless I allow you to talk.
Great.
Other than that, yeah, that seems cool. Finn the Human needs someone else besides Susan Strong.
What do you mean?
Well, is Susan Strong a human? At least appears to be. Right.
Based off of the last two episodes to come on, Reboot and Preboot, it was said that Susan Strong is kind of like a human, but with modifications. And basically...
Like Finn's modifications?
Yeah, like Finn's modifications, basically.
Well,
There's a whole race of humans that have these modifications. And...
Well, what I mean is we've all seen and loved those flashback episodes where Finn's old and has a robot arm and has a beard and a family and then dies alone. But he had a family, and while Jake did say the family is the people you care about and that they're still brothers, you know, you go on your whole life without seeing another human. Like, he dated someone who was on fire. His best friend is a dog.
And now
and his arch nemesis is an ice king who was, I think, a human once.
Yeah, once a human.
Yeah, that's the closest he ever got. So I think you live your whole life without seeing something. You gotta see it.
Now there's a whole archipelago
and yeah, seeing
of
is
humans.
believing is seeing. You believe they're out there, they're there. Other than that, from the Santa Claus starring Tim Allen.
I don't think that's really the case. But yeah, now there's a whole archipelago of humans out there, and they're gonna go throughout all the islands and find all the humans, and it's gonna be nice. I wonder what they're gonna see, but I think that the main question is, who is gonna be seeing this? And by that I mean, if you look at the ratings for every single episode of Adventure Time to come out from like the beginning all the way to, you know, the episodes
Present.
Preboot and Reboot, which came out November 19th. Preboot and Reboot had only 0.77 million viewers. That is the lowest amount of views in Adventure Time history.
What's its average?
Its average is around like 1 million to 2 million. The highest rating episode being around...
Only 770,000 people watched it?
Pretty much. The highest rated episode was Jake the Dad, which had like, what, 3 point something million views to it.
Well, that was adorable. Come on. It's not Peter Bush, it's adorable. Well, that's a travesty because, well, there are some good shows in there currently. Only some, though. So, Adventure Time is basically the saving grace of Cartoon Network. Let's be honest. I mean, regular show is pretty good. Steven Universe is good as well. But Adventure Time has always been around. Well, let's go through the original animated series, shall we? Adventure Time, great. Regular show, great. Gumball, it was pretty good. I love the animation. They did really well with that. Uncle Grandpa, don't want to talk about that. Never seen it. I don't want to. Based on the trailer.
It's okay.
Steven Universe, great. Clarence, same as Uncle Grandpa. I don't want to watch.
That's okay. I mean,
We Bear Bears. I don't know what that is.
We Bear Bears is pretty good. It's like a slice of life show, but with bears instead of humans.
All right, General. Okay, positive. Finally.
It's like bears trying to, like, you know.
The Powerpuff Girls reboot.
inside.
I think Zachary can tell you his feelings about that. Want to?
No.
One word.
We're talking
No,
about
just one word.
We're talking about Adventure
I know,
Time.
just one word for this.
I can't say one word.
And Mighty Magiswords,
Which
which
is
the animation looks very bad.
it's climbing the ranks.
Maybe a good show, maybe a good writing, maybe good voices, personality of the characters. But
It's too-
from the trailer, it looked like bad animation.
It's too fast paced, in my opinion.
Too fast paced.
Too fast paced.
Okay, but back to the thing. Adventure Time is the oldest series out of those bunch, and it's the saving grace, and it's getting viewed the least.
Well,
Maybe not the least, but it's not getting what it deserves.
Yeah, neither is regular show, especially with its timing and stuff, because in the winter, what they do during the winter and holiday seasons is that they shorten Cartoon Network's schedule.
Oh look, they're rebooting Ben 10 again.
Yeah.
Because we need that in our life.
So basically, what they do in the winter and during the holiday seasons is that they shorten Cartoon Network's schedule from, 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. to 7 p.m.
I'm sorry, before you go on. They're rebooting. Why? The first series is the only good series all the way through. You're ruining it. You're ruining it. You're ruining it. If you ruin it, then you ruined it.
Well, right now it's only in Cartoon Network UK, so,
Ben 10 reboot?
Yeah. It's only in the UK right now.
Go on talking. Don't want me.
So what they do is, or what Cartoon Network has done, is that they put all of the new episodes of, like, regular...
No! No! No!
You don't
That
remember?
looks terrible!
You don't remember this?
No, it looks absolutely terrible!
You don't remember?
Oh my god, look at that! The original looks so good. What the hell is this?
Don't you remember seeing that during the podcast, Mitchell?
Must have blocked it out. Sorry.
Oh, man.
My god! Sorry, go on.
Okay, so what they do is that...
2.1 out of 10 on IMDb. 2.1. Original's a 7. There, I'm done. I'm sorry.
So what they tend to do is that they will take the new episodes of regular show and whatnot, and then they will place it on, like, the very end of the Cartoon Network block. So most children that are tuning out at that time, because, Adult Swim's coming on and everything, they don't get to see it, while the people that do stick around for Adult Swim, they get to see it and all. And that causes a drop in views. And that drop in views becomes fatal, and I mean fatal, for shows such as Regular Show and Adventure Time that are basically on their last leg and are coming to an end. So I just don't appreciate how unfairly that these things are being treated right here. And I'm honestly worried about Adventure Time Islands and what could potentially happen here. I mean, basically, we are having a series that has a lot of potential and a lot of groundbreaking things, answering questions that have been on our minds since the first season of Adventure Time. What happened to all of the humans? And because of how they've been treating it and how low the ratings and viewings are, from writing to scheduling to notifications of their fans, things like those are just being so lackluster. And it just seems like that the answer might be out there and revealed, but nobody's going to take the time to actually view it. Nobody's going to take the time to actually appreciate and understand what it is. When things such as, like, Mortal Folly and Mortal Recoil came out, being like, oh, it's the Lich, the main villain of the Adventure Time series, Cartoon Network was all over that stuff. And when Jake the Dad came out, it was like, oh, it's Jake the Dad. You know, Cartoon Network's eating all over that stuff. But when things like Daddy Daughter Card Wars came out, it was like, oh, you know, we're kind of going to get on this. And then after that, they basically just, you know, stopped and died flat out with Reboot and Preboot, which just seems so disappointing. And it really makes me think that they might not do anything with Adventure Time Islands. So, anything that you gotta say? Not about Ben 10?
Sorry. I'm really passionate. Well, the only animated series I've seen from Cartoon Network is Over the Garden Wall, which I actually saw a fair amount of merchandise for at Hot Topic. I was surprised about that.
Hey.
It ended a while ago. 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was very good, and I hope Adventure Time at least builds upon something or gives us an entertaining premise, because they've got, like, time's running out. They got, like, 2 years left. They should pump out their best material.
Yeah, but even if they do pump out the best material, Cartoon Network might not pay that much attention to it, just like how they did with Reboot and Preboot. All of this insightful and interesting stuff going on, and yet Cartoon Network is just like, we're not going to tell anybody about it. We're just going to, you know, let it happen, see what goes on.
That's the nature of the beast, actually.
I mean,
YouTube focuses on the popular people, not the actually creative and entertaining people. Manipulating these people more focus on the views and the widespread demographics than the quality of shows these days. Some of the best things are so much.
which just seems so unfortunate.
Yes, but I think it'll be good nonetheless.
Yeah, I mean, at least Wikipedia and other sources are giving us an actual date, January 30th, so be there to watch Adventure Time Islands, you know. Let's try and keep Adventure Time okay for the amount of time that it has left. I would like to thank you for talking to me, MitchellMatthewsMedia.
Well, you're welcome, GrandOwlGaming.
Well, everyone, that was GrandOwlGaming Discusses. Another day has gone, and... yeah?
I just want to say subscribe to Mr. RZ Math.
Great job.
My homeboy.
Your homeboy.
My former math teacher. He uploads great videos.
Well, everyone,
Just wanted to get that in there.
that was that. Thank you for listening. This is GrandOwlGaming signing out.
And MitchellMatthewsMedia signing out.
Stay beautiful.